Before you tap to pay, take a closer look. Because what looks normal could cost you everything. Taking a few extra seconds to check could save you from being scammed. One energy drink may not seem like much, but when you add another, and maybe even a third, that caffeine can add up fast. That's where experts say problems can start. Chilly Tuesday, but hot night here in Lindsey Nelson Stadium as the Vols bring home the win versus the Bellarmine Knights. For the fans who are still heading out of Knoxville, as you can see on this board, all of the flights are still considered on time. So everything here in Knoxville is still running very smoothly. Now, the bigger concern here, and for the second straight game, it all comes down to the last inning. But once again, the Lady Vols come up just short, falling to Ole Miss 2-1. I'm live right outside of Tom Black Track, and if you like speed, let me tell you, Tennessee gave you plenty of it this past weekend. Rain and clouds didn't stop the Vol Nation from showing up and kneeling with big energy. Tennessee wasted no time, putting up 24 points in the first quarter alone. And the biggest question we all have, though, is how do they do it and can they keep doing it? Well, to answer those questions, let's head on over to Lindsey Nelson Stadium, where Lewis Maddox and Jack Glennon are standing by. Guys, and the defense is heating up. Coach Harbin says Jordan Ross and Caleb Herring are leading by example, being more vocal and more locked in. Now, there is a new executive order that has recently been signed called Saving College Sports. This will limit how often players can transfer and how long they can play. Tap to pay is fast, easy, and used just about everywhere. But for fourth-year student Maggie Schwerking, one tap turned into a big financial scare.
I got a bunch of emails saying that my account had fraudulent activity. I checked my account and I was in negatives, basically.
Maggie says she used Apple Pay at a gas station, something she does all the time. When the transaction failed and the fraud alerts started rolling in,
My heart dropped.
Tony Binkley from the Better Business Bureau says it's called ghost tapping, a scam that uses contactless technology to steal payment information. These scams often happen in crowded areas for spring break, where people are moving quickly and not paying attention.
Once they, have that information, then they can use it to access your bank account or your credit card, depending on how you paid.
With Tap to Pay, your device uses NFC to transfer payment data. If scammers get access to that information, even for a moment, they can use it to charge your account or max out your credit card in minutes. Some transactions can happen almost instantly, sometimes within seconds, before you even realize something's wrong. Before you tap to pay, take a closer look. Because what looks normal could cost you everything. Taking a few extra seconds to check could save you from being scammed. Binkley said always check card readers for loose parts or broken security seals, especially at pumps.
Slow down. Make sure that you're checking the receipt, and again, make sure that you set up those alerts on your card.
But despite the risk, Tap to Pay is still considered a safe and encrypted way to pay, as long as you're paying attention. In Knoxville,
Thank you, boss.
Drea Peebles, TBC. For many college students, caffeine is not only just a boost, but part of the daily routine. From coffee runs and energy drinks, it helps power through long days and late nights. But recent headlines involving caffeine overconsumption are sparking conversation around how much is too much. As high caffeine drinks remain easy to access, experts say awareness is key.
When I would lie down and it felt like there was an elephant on my chest, it started hurting a lot and just felt like there was a weight on my chest.
For some students, that reality doesn't hit until their body forces them to pay attention. And one of the biggest challenges is that caffeine content isn't always clearly listed. One energy drink may not seem like much, but when you add another, and maybe even a third, that caffeine can add up fast. That's where experts say problems can start.
One problem in just labeling is that it's not on the labels. It's not required. But for now, you have to Google it, basically.
Factors like body size and tolerance can impact how your body reacts. While it can be helpful, consuming too much too quickly can lead to several side effects: insomnia, headaches, and increased heart rate.
Do your research or read the can before enjoying a drink.
Students are encouraged to consider healthier ways to stay energized. Knowing your limits might be more important than you think. Reporting in Knoxville, Drea Peebles, TBC. If you plan on missing an appointment at the Student Health Center, then you should plan on missing out on groceries for the week, as it can now cost students up to $50. The University of Tennessee Student Health Center has implemented a missed appointment fee for students who fail to cancel or reschedule ahead of time. According to the health center, students who miss a general clinic appointment without canceling at least 1 hour in advance may be charged $25. Missed psychiatry appointments could cost $50.
I kind of think it's crazy because we are college students and a lot of us, especially as a freshman, don't have a source of income. So it's already hard to pay for necessities. So if something comes up and we happen to miss an appointment, $50 is kind of a lot to pull out of pocket.
Most clinic visits at the Student Health Center are already covered by student fees, but missed appointments can leave empty time slots that other students could have filled. To avoid that charge, students must cancel or reschedule at least 1 hour ahead of their appointment.
I'd probably be less likely to want to schedule an appointment of the fear of having to pay $50 if something bad does happen.
First year Ethan DePerna feels the same.
I mean, if I know they're charging me, I'm not going to want to make an appointment.
Health center officials encourage students to plan ahead and cancel early to avoid the fee. More information is available on the Student Health Center's website at studenthealth.utk.edu. Reporting for TVC, I'm Drea Peebles. Good morning, Vol Nation, and welcome to a very special edition of Rocky Top Rundown. I'm Drea Peebles. But before we dive into some more American football, let's talk about some European football. Nico, I am Olivia. That's right. The 0-4 Bruins knocked off the Penn State Nittany Lions in a convincing fashion. This raised questions all across college football. And the week ahead, more action, more intensity. The Lady Vols and men's golf keep it rolling in the countdown to Saturday. Well, let's just say you want front row seats for this one.